This is the first arrest of a British royal family member since the 1600s. And the last time this happened, England ended up executing their own king. This is King Charles I. So all the way back during the First English Civil War in the 1640s, England was basically split into two. There were the royalists who supported King Charles and wanted a king to rule and to have a lot of power. And then there was the Parliament and its supporters who thought that royal power needed limits. So at this time, Charles was causing some drama. He was causing problems amongst the GP. He was raising unpopular taxes without parliamentary approval. The Protestants felt like he was pushing England back to Catholicism. So the country descended into civil war. The question was very simple. Who should rule England? The king or the parliament? Around 200,000 or more people died during the Civil War, and that was around 2.5% of the population. So after 4 whole years of fighting, Charles finally surrendered. So he lost military power, but he continued to fight politically, which just caused more drama and more conflict. Eventually, Parliament did something completely unprecedented. They created this court called the High Court of Justice and put the king on trial. King Charles did not take this seriously. He was basically like, this court is not real, this is unserious, and you peasants can't do this to me, I'm the king. So he refused to recognize the court, saying that they had no authority over a king. But that court did not give a shit. They declared him guilty and responsible for the hundreds of thousands of deaths during the civil wars. So on the chilly day of January 30th, 1649, he was led outside of the banqueting house in London to be executed via the crowd favorite at the time, beheading. He wore extra layers because he didn't want to be shivering in the cold. He was not gonna have anybody thinking that he was afraid. Right before his death, he said he was a martyr for the people. Then, with a single strike from an anonymous executioner, the King of England was beheaded. The crowd was so shook that this happened that they were speechless. It was completely silent. No one could believe that a king had just been executed by his own government. And that was the last time a member of the royal family was arrested and stripped of their power. Until now, almost 400 years later. So, this should be interesting.